إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره. نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا الله أكبر الله.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
أشهد أن محمد رسول الله.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
لا إله إلا الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه اللهم مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته. I greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to continue with our series concerning belief of the believers, and subject which deals with characteristic of the true believers among the Muslims. And today inshallah we have hadith number 19 عن أبي موسى الأشعري رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم مثل المؤمن الذي يقرأ القرآن مثل الأترجة ريحها طيب وطعمها طيب، ومثل المؤمن الذي لا يقرأ القرآن مثل التمرة لا ريح لها وطعمها حلو، ومثل المنافق الذي يقرأ القرآن مثل الريحانة ريحها طيب وطعمها مر. ومثل المنافق الذي لا يقرأ القرآن كمثل الحنظلة ليس لها لا يقرأ كمثل الحنظلة طعمها مر وريحها مر، أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. In this hadith, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم make categories for the people, a believer, and these categories are four. A person who is Muslim, a believer, and he recites the Quran, reflect in the Quran, acting according to the Quran. And the second person is a Muslim or a believer, he doesn't recite the Quran. And after this will come about munafiq, hypocrite, and recite the Quran. And a munafiq that with hypocrisy that he doesn't recite the Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ gave example to each one of them to resemble something from what is the people are acquainted with, from fruits and different types of eatable things. So the first condition, we have four categories, two for the believers and two for the hypocrite. The first and the best is a believer, and in addition, being a believer, believing in Allah, believing in Jannah, believing in all articles of faith, in addition, being a believer, he is reciting the Quran. He's busy with the Quran. So the Prophet ﷺ saying, this person will be like a fruit called al-utrujja. Al-utrujja is a fruit, is not an apple, is not an orange, but it's more about the family from the oranges. A little bit bigger, it have a good smell, uh, and it tastes good, all right? And this kind of fruit is the best. So the best scenario applied to this, a person who believes in Allah and the articles of belief. In addition to this, he do recitation of the Quran, memorization of the Quran, living the Quran. And this is the best and the highest of all the examples that we have. We have four categories. So the best one is what? Somebody who is is a believing person, and also is doing a good deed, recitation of the Quran, reflecting on the Quran, living Quran. This will be the best kind of fruit that smell good and taste good. Then the Prophet ﷺ gave a second example, another believer. So he believes in Allah, but he is not frequent reciting the Quran. He recites the basics, like when his salah saying Fatiha and short surah, okay, or after he finish his salah, before he go to sleep, say Ayatul Kursi. So he have a little bit of recitation of the Quran. So this person will be like al-utrujja or something like an apple, because the apple, it tastes good, but in most cases the The apple does not have a smell. No, excuse me. The dates sweet, but the dates, when you taste it, the taste sweet, but when you smell the date, there is no smell. I don't know if you notice this or not. You break your fast with dates. When you smell dates, there is no fragrancy, but the dates is what so sweet. So what happened in this second case? The second case, the sweetness is due to your iman, that you believe in the articles of belief. So your inside is good, but you is no enhancement to this goodness. So if somebody sitting beside you, it doesn't smell anything. Okay? Now, the Prophet ﷺ given a third example. A person who is disobedient, but he's Muslim, or he's a munafiq, hypocrite, and he is reciting the Quran. So this person, like a rihana, a type of uh, flower, smell good, but if you taste the leaves of it, is bad, is ugly. Okay, so this karihana, and I don't know what I can give you about rihana. Uh, I don't have any name that I can use in English to the best of my knowledge, but this kind of flower, if you taste it, is is bad. But if you smell it, it smells something good. Okay? So the hypocrite had inside himself is not good. But due to the fact that he is reciting Quran, it made him look nice, or you welcome his company because they smell good. In another one, he say munafiq, a hypocrite, he is not reciting Quran. So this person, okay, I should try to look in dictionary to get names of these things. But basically, the hadith shows you the importance of recitation of the Quran, and how that is Quran with the Iman is the best condition. Because recitation of the Quran, he gets you to remember Allah, learn about what pleasing to Allah, and things like this. So this is the best scenario. So you be good because you are a believer, and the smell of you is good because that you're reciting the Quran. So that means you need Iman, and you need also what? Recitation of the Quran and acting upon the Quran. Not only doing the basics. Okay? if you could not be this, so at least you be a believer, but you are not study with recitation of the Quran. Basically, when you make salah, you say Fatiha, you say short surahs, and this all what you say. So this your example will be what? Example of the date. Dates which you break fast with. It has no fragrancy, but it's sweet. So your sweetness came as a result of being a believer. But there is no fragrancy, there is no impact on others or yourself. And after this comes a bad example, that person being a munafiq, being a hypocrite, and he reciting the Quran, and this make him like the rayhana, is a flower which it have a good smell, but the taste is bad. Why? Because this person is a hypocrite. And another example, a hypocrite, and he is not reciting Quran. So what is the best scenario among all these things? That we need to be strong in our belief. And in addition to this, we need to do things which improve our qualities as a believers. Also, we see how the Prophet ﷺ, as a teacher, and they try to give examples for people to understand what is been taught to us. And this is some kind of methodology when you're teaching somebody, that you bring something that they can relate to. If they did not know aeroplanes, they never saw aeroplane, and now you tell them about, do you ever see a bird and how is the bird flying in the air? This what means with the flying. So the Prophet ﷺ using a techniques to bring the things is not in reality to reality, something related to your daily life. Also, the hadith shows us the importance of recitation in the Quran, that it will enhance your iman. And if there is certain things increase your iman or decrease your iman, so this means that you have to understand that there is things which make you stronger in your faith, or that is missing from your life, so you're going to be a believer, but you do not have impact on others or in your soul. Same thing about hypocrisy. Sometimes can be a person Muslim, but he lying, and this is a sign of hypocrisy. But it's not, that means there is a difference between somebody have a headache and somebody understand have ulcer, or it have something need operation. So when you being a hypocrite by lying, or you are not keeping your promise, this is called hypocrisy. But being reciting the Quran, it's going to enhance your condition. And the worst scenario from all these four is what? A person who is have hypocrisy in the heart, and addition to this, he doesn't recite the Quran. And this tells us that always Muslim try to reach the best means to bring him closer to Allah, and making things which will make him to be a stronger believer, because the stronger believer is more dearer to Allah than others. Sorry to, I was not able to communicate this, but maybe if you go to Google and you write the likeness of the person who recites the Quran, if you put 2-3 words in Google English, you will see the words that I was trying to get it today concerning this kind of plant. Okay, say you write hadith or profitable uh, hadith of the Prophet concerning recitation of the Quran. Example of people who recite or doesn't recite Quran. It will help you, inshallah, give you a better understanding than what we had tonight. I try my best. Please excuse my handicap. If anybody have any correction, comments, feel free to do so. What we take from this hadith, we should try also to enhance our iman. One of the things to enhance our iman is recitation of the Quran. Comments, correction, question. Ya Allah. Correction, comments. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you again tomorrow, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك and Allah knows best. Bismillah. How are you? Uh, I think you need to explain to your wife that was something personal you understand, and maybe if she was sitting there, that I was not be able. So she don't think that we were talking about her or something. You understand what I mean? So, because you understand, maybe she felt funny about it, yeah, out of making things work better. Let her know you understand was something more related. You understand that was nothing related to her, and maybe that you understand that if you open it in front of in my as if you understand, and maybe feel bad about it. Okay, that it was not anything about her. Would be nice to understand you. You can explain. Yeah. Okay. Good. Jazakallah khair. Thank you. So, salam alaikum.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
تعال.
I'll call you 3 times. Maybe this time you're busy. When I come, I'll call you 3 times.
You see all my phone? You see all this?
Yeah.
No, I'm letting you.
Yeah, I know this lot.
You see?
Yeah, too much.
This is only one.
Yeah.
Other phone, our phone. Oh. You see?